Well, Illinois, SNAP benefit recipients, you better buckle up, Buttercup. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and I thank you for that. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms you see above and the platforms below. Click the thumbs up button because it helps this channel. And when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That way you'll be notified of videos as such. Don't forget, lastly, to check out my other channel. It's called Man, Husband, Father, and I appreciate you if you would go over there and subscribe and follow me over there. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about this because you better pay attention because stuff is about to go into effect on your boy's birthday. My birthday is going to be remembered as the day that President Trump implemented the food stamp crackdown. It's going to be remembered as a day that the hammer came down on those of you who are receiving food stamp benefits or are trying to get food stamps benefits or trying to get food stamp benefits. And some of y'all might be upset about this, but I'm telling you right now, I am definitely for a lot of this because those individuals and others like myself who go to work every day and we are being forced to pay our taxes into a system that's paying for you to eat. Yes, be mad at me all you want to. You getting food stamps does not come out of the sky and out of trees for free. Someone is footing that bill, and it's the American taxpayers who are footing the bill for those of you who are receiving SNAP benefits. I don't know if you know that. Maybe there's some literacy that needs to be learned. Food stamps do not just come from the government and it's given to you. The government don't just have all this money they're giving to you. They're taking it from workers and they're forcing us to pay to feed you and your children, right? No problem with that if you are doing it the right way and you're trying to do it to establish yourself, to get back on your feet. I understand that, but some of you that's been on it for years after years after years, and you have no plans on trying to improve yourself, you actually want to live off of that system, that's bad. I'm not talking about those of you that are disabled or incapable of working, or you got a disability, or you might have PTSD. I'm not talking about any of you like that. Matter of fact, the ones I'm talking about are the ones they are going to specify in this video. Check this out.
Yeah, Tiny and Terrell, we're hearing from local and state health leaders this morning who are warning SNAP benefit recipients about some major changes coming down the pike. And these significant new guidelines are set to go into effect in less than 2 weeks.
Question. Okay, we have this thing we have to do. Like the facilities that I direct over, they do this thing where survey or state, OSHA, things like that, they have to come in, right? I get a call. Oh, man. Your building such and such, Ty. State's in the building. Okay, cool. I plan on being there on Tuesday. I'll be there. If they need anything, they know how to reach out and get a hold of me. If they do need me while you guys are there, let me know and let them know that I will be there on such and such day. But I don't have to give them a warning. You want to know why? Because why would you need a warning if you're in a place where you should be doing what you're doing anyway? I know. What are you saying, Ty? The people that so-called are needing, or what he said, are getting a warning. Why is there a warning?
It's estimated that close to 2 million people living in Illinois rely on SNAP benefits to help get food on the table. But that number of people relying on the program could soon drop as changes are set to begin February 1st following new eligibility guidance outlined in President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill.
We're here because food is not a luxury.
True.
It's a basic human need.
True. You hear that? It's not a luxury. You get you there with your food stamp card and everything. You just they got that. I got that EBT. Yeah, I got that EBT. Yeah. Go in there and get y'all what y'all want to. Go in there and get you your sodas. Go get your Debbie cakes. Go in there and get your TV dinners, your banquet dinners. Go in there and get your pops. Get the sodas. Get all the juices and everything. We got that EBT because it's free for me. No, it's not a luxury. And I'm glad that you're going to be realizing, at least for the next 4 years, that it is not a luxury for you to be on SNAP benefits.
Cook County State.
It is a privilege.
Health leaders and the Greater Chicago Food Depository gathering this morning at Provident Hospital on the city's south side to make sure current SNAP benefit recipients can anticipate the sweeping changes.
And I'm going to tell y'all, you better listen. recipients of the SNAP benefits, you better pay attention. Please share this video. I understand that there's a lot of you that have certain socioeconomic levels. I understand it, but please share this video, because some of you guys are going to ignore this, and things that are ignored, it goes way by the wayside. You don't think about it, and then February 1st come, you get smacked, and you try to go in and use it, and you try to figure out what the heck is going on.
We know this is stressful. No one should lose access to food because the rules are confusing or because they didn't know where to turn.
The rules are not confusing at all. It's very basic. I covered this some months ago when I said they're going to say, I think between the ages of 18 to like 64, if you have no children, like 13 or 14 and under, if you have no children, 14, maybe it's working age, 15-ish, whatever, and under, if you are 19 or 18 to 64, you have no children, 14, 15 and under, you're going to go to work. You're going to have to go to work. You have no disabilities or anything like that. There's no way you should be on this.
Access to food is not just about filling a plate. It is not just about calories. It is about fueling our bodies. It is about mental health. It is about preventing chronic health conditions.
Which is what RFK and the Trump administration is trying to do. Getting rid of the dyes in the food. Telling you that you need to go buy things that are more whole food oriented. Not going to buying these banquet meals and these, y'all know all the meals out there they got. Golly. Just heavily processed and overly processed food. To where you can't even name the things that are on the back of the box. Getting your basic, the fruits, vegetables, meat, cheese, nuts, berries, and God, I know it's hard, folks, because you wish you can go to a place where they don't have to worry about having any of the pesticides and stuff sprayed on it. No, the non-GMO stuff. Make sure there's pure whole foods, organic. And you that are getting food stamps, you can go to places and get it. All these, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was shocked. All these have a lot of good organic options. Like they got a lot of good organic options at Aldi. But I don't know, you want to be convenience with going in there and getting stuff that's already pre-made, pre-cooked, high sodium, MSG, all the kind of stuff in there that you cannot pronounce, not even made with sugar. You want to buy the sodas and everything like that. You don't want to get things in a natural state. So when she talked about chronic disease and mental health, you do know that a lot of foods that have these crazy chemicals in it, that does mess with your chronic health. It makes, as a matter of fact, it makes you have chronic health issues. It messes with your mental health, especially with the soy stuff that's in it that actually lowers estrogen in men. I ain't about to get all into that. Check this. Just keep listening.
Among the changes, adults 18 to 64 without dependents under 14 must be working, participating in SNAP employment and training programs, or volunteering for at least 80 hours per month to receive the benefits.
I got to go to work to get these food stamps to pay for food? You mean like how everybody else got to go to work to get a paycheck to pay for food? Welcome. Welcome. Feels good, don't it, huh?
Soon, adults who do not meet the working requirements can only get SNAP benefits for 3 months in a 3-year period. And effective April 1st, some immigrants who previously qualified are no longer eligible for SNAP, including refugees, asylees, certain human trafficking victims, among others.
That one right there, we might need to talk about. I get the legal immigrants and people like that who are exhausting our systems, things like that. You know what it's going to do? You better go back home. You better go back home, but let's keep it real. These people got a system set up to the extent to where they're going to have some family member who's legal, where they're going to be able to find some shape from a fashion to get it from them, whatever like that. They live with them. They're going to ask because this is where the fraud can come in. They're going to ask how many dependents are in your home. They can lie and say, I got 7. All they got to do is claim somebody else's kids. I'm just keeping it real. Let's just say, for example, I shouldn't say this, shouldn't I? No, I'm just telling you how they're going to run game, because this stuff been around since I was a kid. You got 2 people who are legal in the United States. You got 2 other ones who are illegal in the United States, and they might be illegal immigrants, right? The people who are legal in the state, those illegal criminals, illegal immigrants, if they got children, the legal ones can claim those children and get more benefits from SNAP coming in. Because it's not like they're going to have a real person come and show up and say, show me your kids, show this, show. They don't do that. They just trust your word, which is ridiculous. But the one that kind of threw me out, human trafficking victims. I don't know about that one. How old are these children? I mean, I don't. That's certain human trafficking. Hold on, let me go back a little bit, because that I need a little bit more. I need to do a little bit more details on that.
These asylees, certain human trafficking victims, among others.
Human trafficking victims, they don't necessarily got to be illegal, so that's why I have a question about that. Like, what did they're getting? You know, I see these are bullet points. And y'all know, yeah, these are topics, so to speak, and there's going to be subtopics underneath those right there. So I would want to know myself, and I'm going to look into it, what all that entails when it comes to the human trafficking victims. Because I mean, if they're talking about people who are older and able-bodied to work, I get it.
SNAP recipients must also continue to update their income and household information to ensure they are receiving the correct benefits.
Now, that's not new. That's not new. When you reach a threshold of having a certain amount of income coming in, you're supposed to report to them anyway.
As SNAP changes are set to go into effect, Cook County health leaders also discussed food as medicine programs designed to address food insecurity and improve health outcomes.
I absolutely love that. They said, did y'all hear that? Did you catch that? Programs that's called food, like for medicine. In other words, like he says, like Socrates said, let thy food be thy medicine.
Hoping to keep people healthy and well fed.
These pantries provide whole foods, fresh produce, lean proteins, low sodium and no sugar options that support our patients' clinical nutritional goals.
And that supports RFK and what Trump them are saying what they want people to do with SNAP benefits. Like some states, not like some of them, not allowing them to go in there and buy sodas and juices and ding dongs and ho-hos and Twinkies and high processed over sugared food like cereal and stuff, but encouraging whole foods. What's wrong with that?
Now back here live on the south side this morning, people who are caring for a dependent under the age of 14 are still exempt from the working requirements, but it is important to know if you are affected by these substantial changes. You can visit abc7chicago.com or our news app for more information.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it right there. Those of you that stay here in Illinois, let me know what y'all think about this. Is there other things in there that this news channel wasn't able to cover that you might know of? Some of the stipulations, some of the rules and regulations that wasn't mentioned in here that you may have a problem with? If that is the case, let me know in the comment section after this video, all right? Don't forget to do what you guys see in the elements right here that would greatly help my channel. And the next video that I will do after this one, if I'm to do one, will be that one up there. Things I did as of yesterday have been missed right here. If you've not subscribed, click the icon right there. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.